shot, you know I'm swerving from left to right. All night. Would you call me old-fashioned if I kiss you in the rain in Manhattan? Oh, I can't wait until my lips are on yours. I can't help the way that I'm feeling. The way you look tonight is so appealing. Hold up, I need to pace myself. You're the bullet to my heart, I swear. I swear. Only took one shot. Only took one shot. The only thing I'll promise is I'll give you all I've got. Oh, you remind me of my favorite bourbon. Take a sip of you, baby, I'm swerving from left to right. Left to right. You remind me of my favorite bourbon. Take two more shots, you know I'm swerving from left to right.
Yeah, look, alright. Now pretty bourbon brown eyes, can I grab you off the shelf? You sweet but you strong, I gotta have you to myself. I'm trying to let you know that you're the only drink I'm trying to pour, girl. It's
Hey everybody, what's mackin'? How you crackin' lackin'? How you crackin' lackin'? What's mackin'? Thank you, Fran, for keeping the tab open. I see you, I appreciate you, and have fun on the rate train. Thank you. What's going on, everybody? Hey London, how you doing today? Happy Thursday. I am Lisa the X, aka Brown Whiskey Woman. Some people don't know that this the same person. So yeah. But anyway, I am the same person. So what's going on? London, what you doing? It's what time is it? Oh, it's 7:00, huh? I should know that. It's showtime, right? So what you doing, London? Like you're in here and you hanging out with us and all of that stuff. You drinking? You having a drink? I am going to be drinking. Hey Samus, how you doing? Thank you for having me tabbed. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of the lurkers. All you have to do is listen to the sound of my voice and I will lead you to some whiskey. I promise. And I'm going to be leading you to a lot of whiskey tonight. I am going to be leading you to 2 different kinds of whiskey and about 3 different drinks for the holidays. So yes, all of that. I'm going to be leading you to some stuff today. So, hey Lainey Star, how you doing? Happy Thursday, Lainey. What you up to? What you and Brew Brew doing? Y'all over there watching Netflix or chilling or I don't know, partying, whatever y'all doing. Y'all doing something together. Hey DK, how you doing today? How was your holiday? How was everybody's holiday? Y'all need to put that in the chat because Christmas has come and goed. That is what it has done. So, okay, Lainey said she is doing as little as possible. I understand that. I got you. Yeah. Hey Locke, how you doing from way back there? Already the lights are off on me. Damn it. I just got here. We just getting started good. Shit. You are way over there. But anyway. Okay. This is what we got going on today. But how was everybody's Christmas, holiday, whatever, what you celebrate, Festivus for the rest of us? How was it? Like, did Santa Claus bring you everything that you asked for? I asked for a big girl bike and a Barbie dream house. I didn't get either. So I want to know, does that mean that I was naughty? Or maybe I wasn't naughty enough? I don't know. Whatever it is. I didn't get what I asked for. Just saying. But I guess there's always next year. You know, I was always told a little bad is good and a little more bad is better. So, but obviously that's really not the real deal. But anyway, so this is my last show of 2023. How about that? Because we are about to go into a new year. And it's all kinds of new stuff happening in the new year. And yeah, so happy Merry New Year. So, yes, it's being bad more gooder. It is. It's more fun, I can tell you that. That's for damn sure. So, I've been starting every show with like a recap. Now, you all will notice I am not wearing the crazy bra, the holiday bra. Wore that for 2 episodes, and I think it's time for the bra to be tucked away until next Christmas. I'll break it out next Christmas. Maybe I'll break it out for Halloween. We'll see. But the bra, the Christmas bra, the shelf bra with the lights and all of that stuff, it has been officially packed away amongst all of the Christmas shit, and it has been put away. So that's what we're doing with that. So yeah. Yeah, leave it in the drawer. I could just leave it in the drawer. Well, wherever it is, it's gone. It's not on this stream. So we're taking a break from that. So not retire it, burn it, bury it. Damn, do I have to do all of that? I thought I would have it for next year because it seemed to be, quite enjoyable. See, Stormy said, okay, I needed a New Year's outfit. And, I failed to consult with you, my fashion consultant, you and K. Marie, my advisors. I did not consult with you, but, we got a whole year ahead of us that we can consult on various ensembles, get-ups, getaways, all of that. We can consult. So when I need some ideas, Stormy, I know where to come. You and K. Marie are my consultants. So yes. Hey, Blue Majesty, how you doing? So yeah, I'm gonna save that for future shows. So we are here talking about New Year's stuff. So every year people make resolutions, right? And they always talk about all the shit they're gonna do in the new year. They're gonna lose weight. They're going to go to the gym. They're going to organize their home. They're going to cook more. They're going to be more kind. They're going to be, this, that, and the other. So me being me, the 8th grader that I am, I thought, how about all of the shit that you ain't going to do? Or the stuff you ain't going to change? So I came up with a list. And I want to hear what you all's list sounds like, looks like, all of that. Like, what is it that you are not going to change, you're not going to do in the new year? So we're going to talk about that. But before that, let me get into my recap. You all know I did some snacks last time. And I had 2 snacks I overlooked. Now, they was wrapped up, they was like mixed up with my Christmas shit, right? Because I had bought all this Christmas stuff and I was supposed to be wrapping it. I didn't wrap my gifts till Christmas Eve. And I found the snacks. So let's talk about the snacks, the 2 that I missed last week. So the first one is called Bourbon Bears. These are gummy bears and they are bourbon flavored. So I've had these before. But what I did was I took them and I soaked them in a plastic container in some bourbon to make them extra bourbony. They're really good that way. But I'm going to try them. So they're by a company called Sugarfina. Can you all see that? Wait a minute. Let me see how long my arms are. There we go. That's my good arm. Can you see it? But anyway, they're called Bourbon Bears. They have Rosé Bears also. But these are the Bourbon Bears. And as I said, I generally soak them. But we're going to try these. I'm going to just get a couple of them. And as I said, I've had them before. So yeah. Okay. So I was informed that there is a company in Canada that does infused gummy bears like this, and that they're sold retail. Now they're bourbon flavored. I don't have my glasses. I got to get my glasses. Okay. But these are bourbon flavored. But anyway, They taste kind of they taste bourbonish. Bourbonish, is that a word? Or did I just make that up? But yeah, bourbon bears. I bought these at Nordstrom Rack. So they were about $7, $6.99, I think. And they're pretty good. Pretty good snack. And something kind of different. And again, if you were to soak these, they would be delicious. Yeah, bourbonish is a word. It's like a Don King Tigger word, Jesse Jackson word. Yeah. So anyway, these are good. Very chewy. So I recommend the bourbon bears. And if you were to soak them in the bourbon, like just overnight, they would be infused, a little extra infusion there. I can see where that would be really tasty. I can tell you firsthand it is because I've done it before. All right. The other snack that I omitted is this. It's whiskey flavored fudge. And it's in this lovely decanter that can be reused for liquor. So I forgot that, but it was amongst my Christmas stuff. So there it is. So it says whiskey flavored fudge, West Original District Company, always first quality whiskey fudge. And so you guys can see on the side is filled with individually wrapped pieces of fudge or caramels, I guess. Fudge caramels, something like that. Now, when I open the jar, I can smell. Okay, if I can open the jar. There we go. It smells like whiskey and caramels to me. I smell both. But somebody else told me that they only smelled the candy part. But I actually smell both. So, yeah. So, anyway, we're going to try these. Now, these I've never had. This just looked interesting to me in the store. I bought this at TJ Maxx. And it was about $7. I think it was, oh no, here it is on the bottom. Okay, I'm lying. It was $9.99. So it was more than I thought. So $10. We're rounding up. So that's it. So let's try this. So these are like the little individual wraps. And then I have one that's open. So we're going to see what this tastes like. It looks very chewy. I mean, it is fudge. Okay. Hold on. It smells good. Okay, I don't taste any whiskey. It just tastes like, kind of tastes like caramel and fudge together. It's good, but it has more of a caramel kind of flavor. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. But the whiskey flavor, of course, it's going to be artificial. So I don't have like high expectations, but I was thinking maybe it would taste a little bit more like whiskey. Yeah, not so much. But is it good? Yes. So the Bourbon Bears on a scale from 1 to 5, I'm going to give those a 5. I give them a 5+ when you soak them and they're infused. The whiskey flavored fudge, I give it a 4 because I could have used just a little bit more whiskey kind of infused in the fudge part. A little bit more whiskey flavor. So yeah, that's it. Hey, Outlaw. Merry happy drinking to you too. So yeah, these are good. Now, I don't know if this was a seasonal thing or not. It wasn't over there with the Christmas shit. But it was there, you know, at TJ Maxx. $10. Get a free decanter, so to speak, or you get a $10 decanter. That's probably what we're really paying for. That's what we got working. So those were 2 snacks from last week that I forgot to taste. They're supposed to be on the snack show. So there we go. Got that out of the way. So now I'm going to drink some water because when I get ready to have my drinks, I do not want to taste any type of bourbon gummy bear or any type of fudge. So, yeah. Hey, Auntie Diddy, how you doing? Yeah, I did that. So, what are we going to be talking about today? What am I going to be making today? First of all, I told you we're going to talk about our anti-list of all of the stuff that we're going to keep doing or the things that we're not going to do for 2024. But I'm going to be making 3 cocktails. Hey, Uncle Diddy, happy 12 months. Thank you very much, King. I appreciate it. I'm going to be making 3 cocktails today that you can make for your New Year's gathering. One is called a Vanilla Bourbon Fizz, a Winter Bourbon Punch, a Bourbon and Honey French 75. I am going to be using some remnants I had on my bar of Elijah Craig and Woodford Reserve. Those are the 2 bourbons that I'm going to use. And then we're going to be talking about all the stuff that we ain't going to do. What I am not going to do in 2024 before I get into making those cocktails. And then we're going to talk about the stuff that we got coming up in January, or the stuff I got coming up for you all in January. Y'all can talk about the stuff that you got coming up in January too, if you want to. But yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing today. So let's get started with all the things that I am not going to be doing in 2024. So again, you all know that every year people make resolutions. First of all, put it in the chat. Let me know if you all make New Year's resolutions. I do not. I'm not a person that makes New Year's resolution. My resolution is the same, to be a better person than I was the year prior. That's always what I say. Just try to do better, be better. So that's pretty general. I usually do have a list of goals that I want to complete for the new year, but those are usually business related. Sometimes they're personal. Sometimes I may have a character trait I want to work on or something that I would like to improve. I do have something that I'm working on, but I don't normally wait until the new year for that. But just to let you all in on a little teeny tiny secret about me, I'm a very compassionate person. I care about people, but sometimes I'm not very sensitive. Because sometimes, honestly, I just don't care. You know, people are saying stuff, they're talking about things, and I'm just thinking, I don't care about that. Okay. But I don't want to ever yuck anybody's yum because I don't like my yum to be yucked. And that should be across the board, right? So if it's something that really makes another person happy, I have decided that I'm just going to do a little bit better about just displaying that I too am happy because you're happy. I'm going to be a little bit more sensitive instead of having that blank look on my face that sometimes I have. Good thing a lot of times I'm on the phone with people and they cannot see that blank look I have on my face. So yeah, I'm gonna work on that. Okay, so Locke says he only does resolutions, goals on the new year. Okay, on your new year, on your birthday. Okay, that's cool. Okay. Uncle Diddy said no resolutions, only goals. Okay. And see, you know, to be perfectly honest, there's some kind of statistic out there, I probably should have pulled it, of how many people actually stick to their resolution. But you all do know that when it comes to working out, January, the whole gym is packed to the gills with all of these people that said they're going to get in there and lose weight and all of that. Then come February, March, it starts trailing off, right? Because people have kind of lost that resolve. Now, I don't think that you should operate with no goals. I'm not saying don't do resolutions, but what I am saying is make sure they're realistic and they're measurable, because otherwise you're not going to stick to them. And I can tell you that being, you know, a life coach, that generally that's what happened with people. They don't see progress, so they get discouraged, and then they're like, okay, I ain't doing nothing. Just forget all of that. You don't want that to happen. So you want to make sure that you have measurements for your goals. They're realistic things. I mean, come on, you are not going to lose, 60 pounds in 1 month. Okay, that is highly unlikely. So stop saying that bullshit, because that's some fraganagle. You don't want to do that. So, I mean, and I'm saying, like you exercising and then you talking about, okay, I'm going to just cut down on my drinking a little bit and I'm going to stop going to McDonald's. Come on. Okay. So anyway, So Stormy says she don't do resolutions, she prays, right? Hey, and that should be part of your regime anyway, right? The praying part, the talking to whatever you believe in part, asking for help, asking for whatever it is that you're feeling like you're needing or wanting or desiring, right? So all of that. So I'm gonna read you all what I'm not gonna do in 2024. It's just a few things. It's probably a lot of other things too, but I'm gonna just read you my list. I have it. It is entitled "All the Stuff I'm Not Gonna Stop Doing." It's my anti-thesis list, right? And I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Antithesis, theses, whatever. Anyway, number 1, I will not stop eating French fries. I love French fries. They are my favorite type of potato. I like hash browns. I like baked potatoes. I like tater tots. I like waffle fries. I like steak fries. I like crinkle cut. I like shoestring. I like French fries. So I'm not going to stop eating French fries. I'm not going to do that. Hey, freaky gamer girl, how are you? I like curly fries too. I like potatoes, but I like French fries. That's my favorite kind. So yeah, that's it, Blue Majesty. I like potatoes, but French fries are my favorite type of potato. That's my favorite preparation of them. So I will not stop eating French fries. Number 2. And you all join me on this one. I will not stop being an 8th grader. I'm never going to grow up. I'm going to be like Peter Pan. And the lights go out. Take them out again. Let me show them my light up cup. So y'all see this? I got a light up cup tonight. How about this shit? Right? Look at that. From the No Mo Stow. Is that not cool? It's got glow sticks around it. And I'm going to make a drink in this. I thought this was so cool from the No Mo Stow. Right? I was like, go ahead, No Mo Stow. Look at what you got. Look, I got another one. There we go. See? Look at that. Look at that. That's cool, right? So you can make some drinks. This is cool for your New Year's, gatherings or whatever. So yeah, we're going to make some drinks out of that. But anyway, so I'm not going to stop being an 8th grader. And I hope that you all will not stop being an 8th grader either. So this is the whole thing for me about the whole 8th grade mind. So I always tell you that my mind is like a whiteboard. There's lots of shit on the whiteboard in my mind. There's cuss words and drawings and squiggles and ideas and doodles. And some of it is good stuff. Some of it is not so good stuff. There's probably some nasty stuff on it or some dirty stuff or X-rated stuff. There's all type of stuff on there. So yeah, there's all type of stuff on that whiteboard. So, okay. Welcome Raiders. Hey y'all. Hey Vance. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Hey Shell. Hey Sandra. Hey Mimi Berry. Who else? Hey Stars. How you doing? Welcome y'all. Welcome to the Happy Merry New Year 2023 Brown Whiskey Woman Lady. What you not gonna do in 2024 show? Sandra, what up though? How you doing, girl? Haven't seen you in a minute. So I'm in here talking about all the stuff I'm not going to stop doing. So since y'all just came in, and thank you so much for the raid, fam. I appreciate you. I'm gonna start over. Number 1, I'm not going to stop eating French fries. That's number 1. And I'm on number 2. I will not stop being an 8th grader. So the whole premise behind the 8th grader, again, the whiteboard of my mind has all this shit on it. Some of it is very juvenile. I know this. I admit to this. But that is part of what makes me me. That while I am cleverly disguised as a responsible adult, and trust me, y'all, when I tell you, I have a whole heap of responsibility on my shoulders. I really, really, really enjoy being an 8th grader. So when I come here on Thursday, though we drink adult beverages, We are very eighth grade, aren't we? Like, we're not quite in high school. We're not in elementary school. We're kind of in the middle. We're like right on the verge. And I love that. So that's where I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay. So no, I'm not gonna matriculate. I'm not moving. I'm not being held back either because I can jump around in the grade system, in the school system, like however I want. Because y'all know sometimes you come in here and we're very high schoolish. You know, when I had on that bra, we was at least 12th graders, right? So anyway, number 3, I will stick to guidelines, not rules. I suck at rules. I have always sucked at rules. If you give me some guidelines, some parameters, and you sort of say, this is pretty much what you can do within these parameters, I can do that. I can do that. But if you give me some rules, epic fail. Like, as soon as you say this is a rule, I'm going to break that shit, right? I'm going to be like, oh, hell no, I can't do that, right? What? What is the rule? Oh, I'm going the exact opposite. I am turning around and running the opposite way. So, yeah, I'm Vance, you said you thought I was a sticker sucker. I will if a sucker act up. Let a sucker get foolish. They'll see what'll happen. But yes, I'm not gonna stick to. I will stick to guidelines, not rules. Not sticking to any rules. Number 4, I will not stop saying no. I will not stop saying no and not offering an excuse behind it. So listen, hey DJ 3 times Flame, how you doing? This is the deal with the not staying no. All right, let me break this down. When you say yes to people, they really like that because you're saying yes and they're going to get what they want. It's very pleasant. It's very lovely to say yes. But when you say no to people, they usually don't like it. So what happens is we have been conditioned to say no and then offer excuses as to why we say no. We have to give reasons. Well, no, I can't do that because. No, I'm going to have to refuse your invitation because. No, I don't want to go because. No is a complete sentence. N-O, period. Just like yes, Y-E-S, period, is also a complete sentence. So why is it that we feel the need to explain ourselves when we say no? Like, that's a question for y'all. I want y'all to ponder that. I want you to think about that. When you're drinking one night, when you have a party and you have some people over, ask those people. Like, why do we feel like when we say no to somebody, we have to explain why we're saying no? And we're all guilty of it. We do it. But we should stop doing that. We should just learn how to say no, period. If you want to be polite, you can say no, thank you. You know, just to be polite. So yeah, what is that? Hey, Mighty Mouse, how you doing? So I think that we need to work on that. I really do. Let's make that one of our things for the new year. We're just going to stop. We're going to start saying no with no explanation. Okay? So those are my top 4. You know, I tried to come up with 5 things just to make it, you know, like 5 things. I couldn't come up with 5 things because honestly, there's probably a whole bunch of other shit that I am not gonna stop doing. But those were the 4 things I came up with. So yeah, Stir said it. They made no a short word for a reason. Don't ruin it. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Let's not ruin it. Let's just keep it there. Let's keep it exactly where it is. Yes, no, maybe. I like it. So I would love to know some of the things that you all are going to not do or you're going to keep doing in 2024. And you're going to have some time to think about it. Like, I don't want you to answer right now. I just want you to think about it a little bit because I'm going to go and I'm going to be making some drinks. And while I go get ice and all the good stuff that I need, that's when I want you all to think about it. But before we get to all the stuff that you ain't going to do, in the chat, I want you to drop one thing, just one thing that you are going to do in 2024. One thing. Because, we just trying to keep this, all positive and shit like that. So, and not saying the things that you maybe aren't going to change would be negative, but let's hear about them. Let's see. No. You want me to say it backwards? No. Okay, so Vance says he is not going to stop misbehaving and acting like a 7th grader. So Vance is a lower grade than we are, right? He's one grade below us. Okay. So Miss Red says she is going to continue drinking bourbon, as am I. I could have put that on there, but isn't that obvious that I'm going to keep drinking whiskey? Because I'm talking about a whole show. Like I got January and February planned out. So yeah, I'm going to keep on drinking whiskey. So pretty much like what we understand, do we need to repeat? Do we need to say it? Like, it's just an understanding, like we here, right? We all here. So Mighty Mouse said, I'm not going to stay still. I saw somebody said something about some money. Hey, Living Life Golden. How you doing? Wait a minute. Blue Majesty, what'd you say? Scroll back. I missed that. Okay. In 2024, you will be one step closer to being Dr. Blue Majesty. Congratulations. Okay. I knew I missed something good. All right. Let's go. Let's do it. Then you will be certified to come in here. You're already certified, but you know what I'm saying? You'll be able to come in here and really just diagnose all the 8th graders, right? Because we need help. We need help. That is what we need. So Marcia, sorry. I said Marsha. Lord have mercy, I'm slipping. Haven't even been drinking yet. Marcia No Brady, and Vance Dale, they have eyeballs and boots. That's what they're doing. I wanted to say that because I saw that. What else? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you going to do? Does anybody really a lot of people say they didn't do resolutions, but does anybody do resolutions? Vance is in here swinging a hot dog. I said swinging. Y'all see that emote? That's Vance's emote. Y'all see that hot dog? Do I need to say anything else about that? What does that remind y'all of? Because when I saw it, I mean, shit. Yeah, turn off the lights. When I saw it, I was like, the hell? What the hell is that? Vance. Vance, hot. I'm just saying. And you know what? Listen. Y'all listen to this. I've been on Twitch for a minute, right? And I had submitted some emotes and Twitch denied my shit, right? Like all it was like a woman dancing. She was busting down or whatever. It wasn't nothing obscene. I had one of Hank Hill twerking. They denied my shit. And then that. Vance, throw it up in the chat. Anybody who subscribed to Vance Dale, put that hot dog. That's what we gonna call it. I saw somebody said it was a peen, London. There you go. Oscar Mayer. They let him get away with that. No words. But go, Vance. That's all I'm gonna say. You go. See? Look at that. See? 8th graders. This is what we do. Now, y'all tell me, when you saw this, what'd you think about? Okay? Because I had several thoughts. When I first saw it, I was like, is that a tongue? That was my first thought. Then I was like, okay, so Mimi, okay, Mimi didn't make that. Marcia made that. Marcia, girl, we need to talk. Anyway, no, I'm just kidding because I'm telling you, Twitch just gonna deny me because they got it out for me. They like, oh, she gonna submit some kind of twerking nasty emote or whatever. Brown whiskey woman. Nope. So I don't even try no more. I just keep all my emotes above the board. I got tricks for kids, all of that stuff. I had to just keep it, whatever. So anyway, so now, okay, now we got to see, this is what we do. This is what we do. So Mighty Mouse got pickles. Is that like a dancing pickle? I mean, what is this? Okay. See, I love y'all. This is why I love y'all, because y'all will just take that one thing that I say and you run with it. You run down the hallway. You go down the corridor, past the principal's office. Y'all are like bold as hell. I love it. So it's a wiener. We got veggies. Oh, veggies for the New Year cleanse. What kind of veggies, Miss Riz? Shall I ask or shall I assume? And what kind of cleanse we doing? So yeah, there's that. My mind is like all over the place right now. Oh, eggplant, of course. Of course. No cucumbers, no squash or nothing like that. We just going strictly eggplant. Is that what we're doing in our life? Okay, that's fine. I'm good with that. So yeah. So anyway, I think it's time to make some drinks because yeah, that I just think it is. I got 3 drinks to make. So we're making 3 holiday drinks. We're going to have winter bourbon punch. We are making vanilla bourbon fizz. And we are making a bourbon and honey French 75. So before I get into the making of the drinks, hey, Natty, how you doing today? Let me tell you a little bit about the bourbon that I'm going to be using. And in that way, we can get into the actual mixing of the cocktails. So one that I'm going to be using is Woodford Reserve. And again, I'm using the remnants off my bar. So that's my little bottle of Woodford Reserve. So Woodford Reserve is a good, solid, basic bourbon. Depending on which iteration you buy, because they have some that are more expensive, you know, it could be top shelf, but generally this is going to be something that's like second tier. So I think this small one was probably about, I think this cost me maybe about $20. The reason why I am fascinated with Woodford Reserve is not so much the recipe, which by the way is 72% corn, 18% rye, and 10% malted barley. And you all know that rye will give something like a little kick or a little zest. And I like that. I like rye. It's because the master distiller is a female. Her name is Elizabeth McCall. And you all know it's not a lot of females in the whiskey business. I talk about that often. There's even less women of color in the whiskey business, but not very many women at all. But Elizabeth McCall is the master distiller of Woodford Reserve. Again, that's the bottle. Woodford Reserve was created in 1812. So it's pretty damn old. Been around for a long time, y'all. So yeah. They have many, many iterations. I encourage you to go to their website, check out all of their different, expressions as they call them. I call them iterations. They call them expressions, and see what they have to offer. But you cannot go wrong with Woodford Reserve. So I'm going to be using the last of that. And then I am going to be using Elijah Craig. So this is the small batch. Elijah Craig, the man himself, was a Baptist preacher, educator, entrepreneur, and distiller. And he is considered the father of modern bourbon because he is the first individual that decided that bourbon should come out of the barrels that it was in. And that's how they were selling it. And it should be put in bottles. He also is the first to put it in charred oak barrels for flavor, because most whiskey is flavored by the barrel. That's pretty much where the flavor, the char, the toast is inside of the barrel. So therefore it gets a lot of flavor from just sitting in the barrel. So, hey, Kim Blue, how you doing? So, okay, busy mamaing. Okay, most certainly, Kim Blue. Whisper me and I'll whisper you back. I'll get you the recipes. But anyway, that's Elijah Craig. So that's what I'm going to be using. And Elijah Craig's been around since 1789. I can tell you that most whiskeys have been around for a long time, especially kind of our standards, like our Four Roses, Woodford Reserve. Trying to think, of course, it's not coming to me. All of the ones that I'm thinking about, Buffalo Trace. Most of those have been around for a long time, and at least a good 85% of the whiskey that we consume as here in the United States comes out of the state of Kentucky. And then probably the other percentile is Tennessee. And now you have a lot of other places that are getting into the distillation process, because we have whiskey that comes out of New York. Here in Atlanta, we have some distilleries. Texas, there are a lot of places. Everybody's distilling now. So, but Kentucky and Tennessee are the top two because of the water source. They have limestone water. So this is basically, fresh water that runs through limestone, and it gives the water a very distinct and clear taste, a very crisp taste to it. So when they put it with the whiskey, very pure. And so you're getting real whiskey, great water. It's being distilled in this whole process, this copper steel process, and then being stored in this oak barrel for however many years. And there you go. You got a great product. Also, the conditions do matter. With the whiskey, you want extreme heat, you want extreme cold. And both Tennessee and Kentucky provide that. So that helps with the aging process and the flavor also. So, yeah. So anyway, let me look at this chat, because y'all over here doing stuff. So what? He probably gonna be around here for about 20 minutes. Who's gonna be around here for 20 minutes? Okay, I missed that. But anyway, somebody gonna be around here for 20 minutes. So that's the whiskey that I'm gonna be using today. Both bourbons, both very good. Elijah Craig, depending on the iteration, starts at about maybe $40 or so here in the Atlanta area, and goes up depending on how long it's been aged. Is it single barrel? Is it a special select? All of those things factor into the cost. So you want to keep that in mind when you're buying. But anyway, I have a discussion question for you all that I've hinted to. What is it that you ain't gonna do? I said ain't. What are you not going to change? What are you ain't going to do? What is you not going to do for 2024? Because there may be some things that either you're perfectly happy with and you're not going to change, or there just may be some things that you're just like, I'm not giving them up. Like, I'm not giving up French fries. I'm not giving up whiskey. I'm not going to stop saying no with no explanation. All of those things. So I want you all to think about that. And I got a question. Okay, can I describe the difference can I describe the taste difference based on where it comes from? Freaky Gaming Girl wants to know. I will say yes, I can. And only because I've tried a lot of different whiskeys, I can say yes, I can. Kentucky whiskey and Tennessee whiskey has a different taste. Tennessee whiskey goes through a filtering process. It's a charcoal filtration process that they take you through that's supposed to make the whiskey taste better and have less impurities. Now, I don't think that it strongly affects the flavor, but I can taste the difference between Tennessee, Kentucky. They taste very similar to me, and other places. Okay, and I say that because there's some local that I like that's really good. It's called Old Fourth Ward. Well, I'm not sure where they get the water from. I don't know. I would have to research that. But it tastes different than Kentucky whiskey to me. And all whiskeys kind of taste different. Hey, New Eureka Mommy, how you doing? All whiskeys do taste different. They have a different flavor profile. And I do think it matters where it comes from. Now, I'm going to say I'm probably a little biased on Kentucky because, let's face it, most of the whiskey comes out of Kentucky, so that's mainly what I've had. But I do try to get whiskeys from other places so that I can see what's the difference. How does it taste different? Does it matter with how long it's aged? Miss Riz coined the phrase toddler whiskeys, which are like flash age. So these are things that may be aged for 6 months or something like that. They're not as robust. They don't have the same kind of flavor to them. I encourage people to try different things, and I say go with what you like. Don't let anybody tell you what to drink or what to like. Go with what you like because everybody's palate is different. I like the spice that rye provides. So I like rye whiskeys. I like bourbons that have a high rye content because I like that spice. Some people don't. Some people would prefer Maker's Mark because it has a high wheat content. So you got to read your bottle. You got to try some different stuff and determine what you like. That's my advice. That's the short, long answer of it. So yes. I can tell the difference. So any other questions before I dash off and get all this stuff that I need to make these drinks and y'all talk amongst yourselves? Oh, okay. You said, what whiskey do I think is underrated? Good question. Freaky Gamer Girl, there is one recently that I tried. It comes out of Indiana, but it is bottled here in Decatur, and it's called Greenwood. It is a black-owned brand. I think that Greenwood is very much underrated because it is a great, great product. And it's only about $30 or $40. Overall, the other thing that I would say is that a lot of times people think if something is not expensive, it's not good. That is absolutely positively not true. You have to be willing to try some different things to see what you like. So look, like the liquor store is basically laid out. Your most expensive will be on the top shelf, and then the pricing goes down from there. So just because something is on the bottom doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. So I definitely would explore that stuff that's on the bottom shelf. But Greenwood is one that I would say is underrated. Another one, and this is one of my personal favorites that I think is underrated, is Four Roses. That is one of my favorite whiskeys. And I think because it's kind of old school, people don't really pay that much attention to it. Another one, I guess I'm giving you three, right? We'll say three. I'll stop there. Is Wild Turkey. So Wild Turkey 101 is something that is underrated as well. So, yeah, those would be the three. So Greenwood, Four Roses, and Wild Turkey. I think when people hear Wild Turkey, they think it is cheap, and they think, rock gut. So, that's what a lot of people think. But again, explore. Try some different things and go with what your palate feels satisfied with. I always tell people try whiskey neat first, which neat is basically just a little bit in a glass. You're just trying it. No water, no ice, nothing. So you can get a good taste for it. Then add maybe a little bit of room temperature water because water does open up the flavor of your whiskey. When you add ice, you're closing down the flavor a bit. So I say try it neat, then maybe add a little water, try it with ice on the rocks, and then maybe in a cocktail, And the reason why I do cocktails on this show is because I really want people to be introduced to brown in a way that is gentle to the palate. And a cocktail is the way to do it because some people are just like, whiskey, that's what cowboys drink. That's what Marshall Dillon and Miss Kitty drink on Gunsmoke, because that's what I used to think. And it's very harsh, and they're just not, used to that. They're not used to the whole thought of that. So I think trying different things and doing it in a cocktail is really, really good. So, and Christina, you are welcome to come and drink with me anytime. Anytime. I mean, we can drink virtually, of course, but the next time you come to Atlanta, you can come and drink with me. I tell anybody, if you come and visit, hey, call me, look me up, whisper me. I am more than happy to come and have a drink with you and take you to some of my spots. Or, hey, at my house, I got a whole shelf full of liquor. So yeah. What I mean by close it is it closes down the flavor a little bit. The flavor is not as robust when you add the ice because you are altering it, and it's almost like freezing the flavor when you add ice. So the room temperature water opens up the flavor where you can kind of taste a little bit more of the individualized flavors, and closing it down with the ice is that it's cold, almost frozen, so you just taste a little bit. But it's preference. And generally people like cold drinks, right? They like, their whiskey cold. But I think neat in a glass, just a small amount, tasting it gives you a really, really good sense of what does it taste like. What notes are you tasting? And when I say notes, does it taste like chocolate? Does it taste like caramel? Does it taste like the charred barrel? Do you taste a lot of spice? What does it taste like to you? How does it feel as it rolls over the tongue? Yeah, I said that. And down the throat, I said that too. All of that. So what does it feel like? How does it feel in your mouth? And I know all of this sounds like incredibly dirty, but it's whiskey, y'all. It's whiskey. But all of that, how does it feel? Sandra, y'all put the lips up. Yeah. See, whiskey and sex, same damn thing. Just about, just about. Okay. So let's go ahead and put the wiener remote. Okay. Okay. So New Eureka Mommy, you have a bottle for us? Okay. Yes. Yes. And anyone else in Atlanta that wants to try it. So listen, the people that are local, that are my whiskey drinkers, that are my brown drinkers, New Eureka Mommy says she has a bottle for us to try. So we're going to make that happen. I'm going to tell you all that one of the things that I'm really thinking about for 2024 is a brown whiskey woman cocktail party where I just make up a whole bunch of stuff. You all get to try it. I think that would be a lot of fun. Kay Marie actually gave me that idea. I want to say almost 2 years ago, she suggested it. She was like, that would be cool. And I think it would be really cool. So I think I'm going to work to make that happen in 2024. I just got to get a venue, figure out kind of the logistics of it. But I think it would be really, really fun for us to do. And we can try a whole bunch of stuff. So that'd be great. And Freaky Gamer Girl, you can come to that. That would be great. You can another trip to Atlanta, right? Come on. I met Freaky Gamer Girl, really, really cool woman, y'all, at the Twitch meetup in September. So you are welcome anytime. All right. Do I have any other questions? And thank you so much for asking the questions. I appreciate it very, very much. Okay. Lainey said a drink party. Drink. D-R-A-N-K. Got to spell correctly. Yeah. Okay. You said any reason to leave. Okay. Come on. Let's do it. All right. So, Psalmist, you said, do I like T-Pain's version of Tennessee Whiskey? The song? That's what we talking about? you know I like country music, right? Y'all know that, right? Y'all know we just did a country raid train, a country Christmas raid train. I love country music, all versions, all iterations. Anybody that sings country, I'm with it. Okay, so just know that. All right. So Christina said, I'm trying to go to all the places in 2024. I'm with you on that. I want to up my travel in 2024 also. That is one thing that I want to do. Okay. All right. I did. That boy can sing. That boy's good. So, okay. So are y'all ready for me to make these drinks? I got 3 drinks that I'm making for the holidays. So you can find these recipes. It's going through Stream Elements. All the recipes are found at the same spot, which I don't remember because I just don't remember. But that's because I drink and I don't remember stuff sometimes. So even though I haven't been drinking yet today, but I'm going to go get all the things that I need to make these 3 drinks. And let's get our discussion slide up and you guys can tell me what you ain't going to do, what you not going to do in 2024 or what you're not changing. So let's do that. Okay, you said you'll break your brown coat for that. All right, I'll be back, y'all.
favorite bourbon. Take a sip of you, baby, I'm swerving from left to right. Left to right. You remind me of my favorite bourbon. Take 2 more shots, you know I'm swerving from left to right. All night. Would you call me old-fashioned if I kiss you in the rain in Manhattan? Oh, I can't wait until my lips are on yours. I can't help the way that I'm feeling. The way you look tonight is so appealing. Hold up, I need to pace myself. You're the bullet to my heart, I swear. I swear. Only took one shot. Only took one shot. The only thing I'll promise is I'll give you all I've got. Oh, you remind me of my favorite bourbon. Take a sip of you, baby, I'm swerving from left to right. Left to right. You remind me of my favorite bourbon. Take 2 more shots, you know I'm swerving from left to right.
Yeah, look, alright. Now pretty bourbon brown eyes, can I grab you off the shelf? You sweet but you strong, I gotta have you to myself. I'm trying to let you know that you're the only drink I'm trying to pour. Girl, it's Dunson, aka the slurring bourbon connoisseur. And look, I had a couple, so you know I'm telling the truth. I don't settle for Kettle One, I don't settle for Goose. First we had a couple rounds just to see how it go. Now it's time to tap that barrel, girl, let's see how it flow. You got that caramel dripping, now I'm sipping. They can't take you straight, but baby, I'm built different. It feels different. Listen, you keep getting ducks and loose. You far from the jungle juice, but you keep it 100 proof. I don't need no Coca-Cola or no Sprite for you. And yeah, you good on the rocks, might put that ice on you. You got that Jameson, that Johnny, or that Jack, and you can miss me. I need bourbon in my life, cause baby, you my favorite whiskey. Come on.
I don't want you holding back. Tell me everything, and I do mean everything, everything, everything. It's time for last call. You know that this liquor been flowing faster than free fall. If we keep going, I might not be able to recall. My favorite bourbon. Take a sip of you, baby, I'm swerving from left to right. Left to right. You remind me of my favorite bourbon. Take 2 more shots, you know I'm swerving from left to right. Oh, let the band play on, and they be playing our song.
Girl, it's Dunson, aka the slurring bourbon connoisseur. And look.
And we're back. Okay, so let's look at some of this stuff that y'all put up here. Hey, DJ RL Breezy, how you doing? Hey Cruz, how you doing? Okay, so let's look. Let's look and see what you all came up with stuff that you ain't gonna stop doing. All right. So, okay, hold on. I'm reading. Okay, wait a minute. Who we talking about? Who got a residency? T-Pain? Is that who we talking about? Okay. So so glad he turned off the auto tune. Okay, gotcha. All right. So let's see. Okay, so Marcia says she's going to be a better version of herself than in 2023. That's what I say. I mean, like every year I pretty much say that. Just do better, right? Just be better. Okay, so Ariel Breezy said, I'm not going to stop being shy. Good evening, everyone. Hey, if Shaw works for you, that's who you are. That's your personality. Stick with it. Right? Okay. What about Wu-Tang? Oh, okay, okay. The residencies. I got it. I'm sorry. My up rock was a little slow. I got it now. All right. Okay, what else? What else? What else did we say? Okay, y'all was just saying, hey, 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 how you doing? What's up? Hey. What? Did you just curve Delroy? Stirs. Stirs. Delroy what? Delroy Lindo? Is that what we talking about? Okay. Did y'all answer the question? Did y'all even read the question? Y'all just said hello and just waited for me to come on back with these drinks. Okay, you're not trying to Delroy Lindo. Listen, y'all, Stirs was on the show with me and we made this drink called a Delroy Lindo and it was good. Okay, it was really, really good. Stirs, you need to come back. We need to do that again because it was really good. Okay, so what? No, y'all just like basically you ain't changing nothing, everything, and that's what y'all doing. Okay. All righty then. So what? I'm gonna just have to read my list again. Y'all gotta be bored with that. Solomon said I'm not gonna stop being short in 2024. You gonna stay the same height, girl? You just gonna keep it where it is? Okay. That works for me, Yeah. And then Breezy Tattletelling, they was acting up. Okay, Miss Riz said, I'm not going to stop enjoying new experiences in 2024. That's a good one. Okay, Blue Majesty, you answered it. What did you say? I missed it. What'd you say? Put it in the chat again, okay? Because I'm trying to... 8th graders never do their homework. That is very, very true. You're absolutely right. So I don't know why I gave you all an assignment because I knew damn well you wasn't going to do the assignment. Locke said he is going to continue to be beige in 2024, as am I. I'm going to continue to do that. Okay, Blue Man, I'm not going to stop being good to people who are good to me. That is an excellent with a capital E thing right there. And I agree with that wholeheartedly. You guys know, like, okay, anybody who like really, really knows me, like I am such an advocate for just being good to people for the sake of being good to people. Because I feel like we have a lot of negativity. We have a lot of complaining. We just got a lot of bullshit. And I'm just like, why can't we just be good to one another? Just for the sake of being good to one another. So I'm an advocate for that. And like, I have a personal mantra, motto, I don't know, mission statement, I guess. And it's not my words. I paraphrase the words. The words are by D.L. Moody. But it's do all the good you can to all the people you can for as long as you can, as often as you can, in all the ways you can. And I live by that. Like, I really, really live by that because I don't have to know you to be good to you. Now, I know people say, I don't have to know you to be mean to you either, because people are like, it don't take too much to smile. No, it doesn't. And does it take too much to frown? No, it doesn't. But I'd rather smile. I'd rather be happy. Okay, there are a lot of moments in this life that are super tough. And I feel like let's have some that are light. Let's have some fun ones. Let's have a good time. Let's enjoy each other. Let's treat each other well and with kindness and love and respect. I believe in that. So yes. Miss KB says she's going to start believing in herself more and taking more chances. I like that. That's really good. More travel. Yeah. Blue Magic says, if you have a choice on the Beige Brigade. We do not. We do not have a choice. We is who we is. That's who we is. Okay. What? Who fits in the overhead compartments? Who is that? Okay, Star says he refuses to not be humorous. Oh, Psalmist. Girl, you ought to fight them. You want me to help you? I will. I can fight. Just know that. Like people be looking at you and they be thinking you light skinned, you can't fight. Try me. Anyway. But they saying that you can fit in an overhead bin and a pocket. Okay. Miss Riz said, I'm going to continue to honor who I am by speaking up and sharing my feelings, even if it's uncomfortable. I like that one too. Yes, you did tell me they were acting up. You straight told me that, and they are. That is a good one too, Miss Riz, because I was having this conversation. Let me just go down a rabbit hole for just a minute before I do this drink with someone just the other day about how I find it like very, very annoying that as women, we get pegged as being aggressive or being direct, and people view it as a negative thing. She's too much. She doing too much. All of that. I just, it really bothers me that women get that. And men can do the same thing and they can be viewed as assertive or confident. We have got to stop that bullshit. Okay? That I'm about to stand on the soapbox and preach. We got to stop that. Because just because I'm female doesn't mean that I can't express myself. I'm not definitive on some things. I know what I like, what I don't like, and why am I viewed in a negative light just because I express myself. So to all the men out there, stop doing that. All the other women out there that think it's aggressive, stop doing that. And to all the women that are like me that just want to express yourself with no apology, no, period, please do that. That's my PSA for today. Thank you. Okay. So let's make a drink. So the first thing I'm going to make is called a winter bourbon punch. All right. So it's got a pretty fair amount of ingredients. And honestly, sometimes when stuff have a bunch of ingredients, all you're like, ah. But anyway, I didn't say that today because I wanted to make these. Thank you, Breezy. I appreciate that. Hey, Eb, what's up? Eb. That's the way I say, when I type all those, the E and all those B's, that's how I'm saying it. Eb. In my computer every time. So I got my cocktail shaker. I got some ice in it, and it calls for 2 ounces of bourbon. So I am going to use the Woodford Reserve. This is a double jigger. So this is 2 ounces. So, and you pour everything in the shaker. So this is an easy drink to mix up because you don't have to worry about like any extra, steps or doing anything different or any of that. Then it says 2 tablespoons of raspberry preserves or jam. And I know that's a little bit different, right? But I got this little teeny tiny jar of raspberry preserves. This was in my pantry. So it says 2 tablespoons. Now I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to get this tablespoon down in here. I know I'm not. So I'm going to unhook these and I'm going to have to MacGyver this shit. So how I'm going to MacGyver it is I'm going to use the smaller spoon to scoop it out and put it in my tablespoon. Because sometimes you just, you just got to fix some stuff up. And that's what I'm doing. So 2 tablespoons. And this is about perfect. This little jar is almost like the perfect size for these 2 tablespoons. I think there's going to probably be like 1 left in here. So it said preserves or jam. And I imagine if you didn't want to do raspberry, like if you like some other flavor, you could do that. Okay, now I need that. And I already have ice in my shaker. I'm going to put that over there. And it says 1 ounce of triple sec. So this is triple sec. It is an orange flavored liqueur. You could also use Grand Marnier. It is also orange flavored liqueur. And it says 1 ounce of that. So I'm going to use the other half of my jigger for my 1 ounce. And then 2 ounces of orange juice. So, doggone it, knocking over shit. So I got my no pulp Tropicana. If you like pulp, you can put it in there. That's fine. I don't. So 1 ounce. Of the Tropicana. I'm sorry, 2 ounces of the Tropicana. I said 1, but it's 2 ounces of that. Did I pour the triple sec in there? I forgot. Did I do that, y'all? I know I held up the bottle, but did I open the bottle and put it in there? I don't even remember. Y'all help me. I did? Okay. Thank you. I'm going down the list. I try to go down the list. Then 1 ounce of club soda. Okay, so this is a very good brand. It's called Fever Tree. I really like it because this comes in a 4-pack. And this is great when you're making cocktails because this is a carbonated beverage. And so, of course, it'll go flat if you have like a large bottle of it after a while. But I like the smaller bottles because that way you're not wasting as much if you're just making a couple of cocktails. So it's 1 ounce of club soda. Ooh, and I hear that fizzing. I like that. All right. And then we are going to put this in a cocktail shaker here and shake it up. And even though the club soda is carbonated, it is not heavily carbonated. So therefore, it would not pop the shaker because it has a very mild carbonation to it. So you don't really have to worry about that. And since I got my lovely little disco cup, I thought I would serve it up in there. So I'm going to put I'll put 2 cubes of ice in it. And then I'm going to pour this up in my glass. Like so. And then it says for the garnish, my garnishes are raspberries and orange slices. So you all might remember that I had some dried orange slices, and this is what they look like in the package. And I actually showed these on the garnish show with Malik when I wore that lovely bra. But these are dried oranges, sweetened dried oranges from Trader Joe's. And I thought that they would be, just a nice little garnish. So I sliced them in half, and I'm going to drop a couple of them in. Of course, you could use regular oranges. You could do an orange twist if you wanted. However you want to do it, you could. And then raspberries. So I got fresh raspberries. Hey, Lockdown, how you doing today? Hey, Gmo to Gemini, how you doing? Y'all came in here. Hey, Crazy Berry Town, how you doing? I need to look up, right? When I'm making the drinks, please forgive me because I am focused on getting the drinks right. So forgive me, but hey. And a couple of raspberries. Gonna drop those in. I guess that was a few raspberries. And then we're gonna taste this. So this is called Winter Bourbon Punch. I also imagine that this could be made for a crowd. Just by doubling, tripling the recipe, however we want to do it. And it's bothering me that I made a mess. So let me wipe that off. Plus, I don't want to get kicked out. And cheers, y'all. Please put up the cheers emote or the drink emote or the tricks for kid emote or whatever the hell emote you want, the wiener emote. But cheers, y'all. We are drinking Winter Bourbon Punch. And we are glowing in the dark. So this is good. I'm going to tell you all, this is what I'm thinking. So it was 2 ounces of bourbon, 2 tablespoons of the raspberry preserves, 1 ounce of the triple sec, 2 ounces of orange juice, 1 ounce of club soda, the raspberries and the orange slices. That was the garnish. I actually would only do probably 1 ounce of bourbon because honestly, the bourbon is sort of overpowering this just a little bit. So, or I would do 1.5. And you all know that usually I like my drinks with a kick. I like them strong. But this one, I think that I would modify the recipe slightly. And I would probably go with 1.5 or maybe 1 ounce of bourbon because I think tasting a little bit more of the raspberry, the orange juice, that would be just a little bit better for this drink. But this is good. On a scale from 1 to 5, I'm going to give it a 4. I'm only giving it a 4 because I think I would dial back on the bourbon, or maybe I would use like a wheated bourbon that had like a softer kind of taste to it. That's what I would say. But I give this a 4. Good solid 4. And I like my little light up cup too. So, No Mo Stow. Let me show you out the box that they came in. They were called, okay. They're called Serve Neon Tumblers. And they have glow sticks in them, and you snap the glow stick and you put it around the top of the cup. So that's what it looks like on all sides. And it was 4 tumblers inside of it. And there's 4 colors on the glow sticks. So yeah, No More store, y'all. I mean, I think this is cool. And it says that it stays lit for 8 to 12 hours. It says it glows for 8 to 12 hours. Now, I have no idea if that's true, but I snapped the glow sticks just before the show and they still glowing. So yes. But these are, I guess, made especially to fit underneath the rim of the cup. So they're pretty cool. So yeah, I got 4 of these at the No Mo Stow. So $1.25. So that's what we got going on there. And I'm going to take this and put this to the side. And then we are going to move on to our next drink. The next comedian. For some reason, that's what that reminded me of. This one is called a Bourbon and Honey French. So for this one, I had to do a little prep. I had to make something called honey syrup. And honey syrup, or syrup, however you say it, is a 1/4 cup of honey and a 1/4 cup of water. You have to simmer it over low heat on the stove. And then you're supposed to pour it in a jar keep it cold for an hour. Well, I did that. But let me show you the jar that I had. It says small jar. I had a big ass jar. This used to hold Old Smoky moonshine. This is what I had at my house. So this is what I use. But this is honey water. And this is part of the recipe for the Bourbon and Honey French 75. So don't talk about why this jar is so big. This is what I damn had in my house. Okay. So I don't care if y'all talk about me. But anyway, making the next drink. So I simmered my honey, made my honey water, did all that good stuff. So I have a cocktail shaker. I'm pouring everything into the cocktail shaker, and then I'm going to top it with champagne or Prosecco. And of course, I can do the garnishes, the orange twist, and all of that good stuff. So this one I am going to make, I think I'm going to make this one in my regular glass. And I got my cocktail shaker full of ice. So this one calls for 1 ounce of bourbon whiskey. So I think I'm going to switch over to my Elijah Craig because, again, I'm trying to use up my little remnants here of my liquor. And I'm going to use my other jigger. So it also calls for 1 ounce of orange juice. So again, I got my trusty Tropicana. Now, if you don't mind pulping your drink, feel free to get the one that has the pulp. I'm not a big fan of orange juice. Go ahead, talk about me. Y'all know the stuff that I don't like would probably fill another world. You know, and when I say it out loud, I realize there's lots of things that I don't like. But what's really crazy is like, I am willing to try like most anything, right? Like most any cuisine. Um, I consider myself to be a somewhat open, adventurous person. So, like experiences, places, stuff like that, I'm willing to try all of that. But when I say all the stuff I don't like, I'm like, oh, I sound incredibly picky, incredibly picky. But it's not true. Don't believe the hype. So, anyway, 1 ounce of fresh orange juice. Tropicana ain't fresh, but it's close. So, we're doing that. And then it says 3/4 ounces of the honey syrup. So I don't have no measuring glass or measuring cup for 3/4 ounces, but I know that this jigger is about 1 ounce. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to eyeball it. All right. So I'm using my old smoky jar. And I'm pouring my little honey water in there. I'm going to just fill it up 3/4 of the way. All right, so that's in there. And then we're doing a 1/2 ounce of fresh lemon juice. So again, fresh ingredients are better. I'm not gonna lie to y'all and tell you that they're not better. They are. They are better. But people don't always have time for fresh, right? I know I don't always have time for fresh. So 1/2 ounce. So the top of the jigger is a 1/2 ounce. Y'all hear that? Anyway. Okay. And then 4 dashes of orange bitters. I might have a thing. I might have a thing. I'm going to just say that. And I'm going to stop there. So anyway, 4 dashes of orange bitters. So I talked about bitters. Bitters are like your salt and pepper of the beverage world. And some people use bitters when they barbecue too, when they barbecue meat or when they cook. But these are orange bitters. Angostura is the brand that I bought. And I talked about these bitters on the bitter show. But anyway, 4 dashes of orange bitters. All right. And then I'm going to shake this up. After I put that over there to the side and get the right shaker. And I did not put my Prosecco in here because I don't want my shaker to explode, because the Prosecco is like champagne, of course. It's a dry sparkling wine. It has a lot more bubbles in it, and it would cause the shaker to explode, and we do not want that. So I'm going to put one of my dried oranges in there as my garnish. I'm just going to drop that in there. Of course, I could slice it and put it on the side if I wanted it to look pretty. And I am pouring that up. And you could use a low ball glass or a low Collins glass. Those are the short glasses, like my brown whiskey woman glasses, but I just decided to use different glasses today. And this is a Bourbon and Honey French 75. So cheers. Put up the cheers emotes and let's try this one and see what it tastes like. I like it. This one, I give a 5 out of 5. Again, I think with the other drink, less bourbon would have made it just a little bit better. See, this one was only 1 ounce. A bourbon whiskey, 1 ounce of orange juice, 3/4 ounces of the honey syrup, fresh lemon juice, 1/2 ounce, 4 dashes of orange bitters, and then topping it with the champagne or Prosecco, which I didn't do and I'm about to. But this made a difference. So we're going to top it because that's going to give it sparkle. And I'm imagining, it doesn't give you a measurement for the Prosecco, so you just do as much as you want. But because I wanted to taste it without, but here we go. I didn't want to mix it at first, but this is really good. The reason why I tasted it both ways It could be a standalone cocktail without the champagne or Prosecco. I wanted to taste it because I wanted to know, excuse me, I wanted to know if that 1 ounce of bourbon would make a difference in how it tasted with the ingredients. And it did make a difference. It didn't have as much bite to it as the other drink did. The Prosecco makes it very light. It gives it like a spritzer type of quality to it. So again, I could see this being a great drink for a party, for a New Year's celebration. Anything Prosecco, champagne, anything like that is it's gonna be great for a party. This particular brand of Prosecco, this is La Marca Prosecco. I'll show the bottle. I like these because once again, you can get like a 4-pack of them and they're probably about $10. And then that way you can use them as you choose. You don't have to worry about wasting a whole bottle because again, once you open the bottle, it's going to lose a lot of its fizz. Now to give you all a little hack for champagne and Prosecco, if you put a single raisin, just drop it down into the bottle, it helps keep the Prosecco or the sparkling wine fresher. So your fizz lasts a little bit longer. So there we go. So anyway, both ways, this is really good, but I wanted to taste it that way first. But this is the complete cocktail. So 1 ounce bourbon whiskey, 1 ounce fresh orange juice, 3/4 ounces of the honey syrup, 1/2 ounce of the fresh lemon juice, 4 dashes of orange bitters, and then the champagne or Prosecco with your orange garnish or twist. And a twist is basically when you are peeling the orange, like with a paring knife, and you just make one long spiral, that's your twist. So cheers. I like this one. Bourbon and Honey French 75. I give it a 5 out of 5. So yeah. Okay. So Blue Majesty, the next drink we're making has the vanilla in it. So I'm going to put that one to the side. And this one's fancy. All right. It's called a vanilla bourbon fizz. It's fancy as in, I guess you could say look, we'll say, and what we're doing with it. And I am putting it in a fancy glass. So this is called a tulip flute, because the top of it is narrow and looks like a tulip. So this is a type of champagne glass, but it's called a tulip flute specifically. So I am going to use this because, as I said, this is more of a fancy drink. So this is called the Vanilla Bourbon Fizz. So I have my other cocktail shaker here, and this is really easy. This one is 1.5 ounces of bourbon. So let me put my shaker over here. And I think I'm going to stick with my Elijah Craig. I like the Elijah Craig a little bit better than Woodford Reserve. Nothing wrong with Woodford Reserve, but this is just my personal taste. I like it a little bit better. So we're going to go with 1.5 ounces. So that's my 1. Flipping it over for my 1/2. And then we have a 1/2 ounce of simple syrup. So simple syrup, you can buy it already made. This is what it looks like from the Wally World, the Walls, or the W as I used to call it. Simple syrup is just sugar and water. You can make it yourself. You just boil it on the stove, but you can buy it at Walmart or any liquor store. It's about $2 or $3. So, I say just buy it and keep it on hand. So we're doing a 1/2 ounce of the simple syrup. It's a little squeeze bottle, so that makes it nice and convenient as well. And then it says, and I got to read this, 1/8 teaspoon pure vanilla extract or more to taste. So I have my little measuring spoons over here. I have a teaspoon. I don't have 1/8 of a teaspoon on here, right? Because my real measuring set is at home where I bake, okay? And it has all those 1/8 and 4ths and 3rds and all that shit. I'm going to eyeball it. Now, I can eyeball it because I bake. And I know what it looks like to have about 1/8 of a teaspoon. Now it says pure vanilla. Now I want to talk to you all a little bit about the difference between those imitation, flavorings. They do not taste the same. Okay. If you're going to bake, if you're going to make something, please get pure. It's a little bit more money, but it is worth it. It affects the taste. It makes a difference. A lot of times you can find the pure extracts in places like Ross or TJ Maxx, and they are a good deal. All I say is check the expiration date. It's there. Okay, go ahead and do that. So anyway, do I have some questions? Okay, we talking about lips and tulips and tulips. Yeah, ain't nothing like the real thing. So here we go. So this one, okay, let me show it to you first before I screw the top off of it here. This one is called Nielsen and Massey Pure Vanilla Extract. And again, I think I found this one. I think I found this at Ross. And the expiration on it is August 2025. It says it on the back. So make sure you look at that. Check that. And I believe that this was about $4. That's really good for vanilla extract, for any type of pure extract, because they can be very expensive, especially vanilla. So yes, you don't want to pass out from the expired food. You are right, Marcia. Make sure you read the dates. Now, for the most part, I haven't had very many issues, but sometimes they slip up. All right. So we're going with this 1/8 of pure vanilla extract. And it did say more to taste, if you care to. So I'm going to pour that in there. And we're going to see. We're going to see what kind of taste it has. I might add a little bit more. And then we're going to shake this up. Remember, minus the Prosecco. About a good 30-second shake. Then I thought, let's make this pretty, right? Because this is fancy. This is really fancy. So I thought we would sugar our rim. How about that? So I'm sprinkling. Well, I was sprinkling. I'm still sprinkling. A little gold sugar. This is called Sugar Glitz. This was probably about maybe $3 or so. Again, I think I picked this up at a Ross or a TJ Maxx. I am a Ross, TJ Maxx, Marshall shopper. So my son works there. Okay. He works at TJ Maxx, so he gets a discount. Therefore, I get a discount. So there you go. But this is called Sugar Glitz, and I thought this one was really pretty. So I'm going to take a little bit of simple syrup, and I'm just going to put it on my finger here. And I am going to run it around the rim of this lovely tulip glass, or tulips glass, as y'all called it. Yep, the glass got it. That's what we're rimming. And I am going to run this around like so. I'm going to twist it around, and I'm going to get a little sugar on the rim. Maybe you might like sugar on your rim. I don't know if you like to rim. And because it has the gold rimming on the top, like the banding on the top, I know you can't see it as well, but basically what I did was I just put a little sugar around the rim of this, and this gives it a little extra flavor, makes it look festive. You know, we're making our drink look pretty, right? That's what I said. Yeah, I fingered the rim and I rimmed the rim. How about that? Go ahead, put that hot dog emote up. No, I'm just kidding. So anyway. So we're about to pour up our drink. Lockdown, talking about he too innocent for this talk. Lockdown, this is what we do here. This is what we do here. So I am going to pour that, in the glass. Oh, they tried to get a little messy on me. That must have been my cocktail shaker. All right. And then we are going to add our Prosecco, right? We're going to top it off. And there we go. I think that looks beautiful. So you can have whatever you want for your garnish. I am going to tell you, since I have a couple of raspberries over here, I think the raspberries will look really pretty in this, right? Miss Riz says she saw some 8th graders under the bleachers experimenting with sugared rims. Okay. So I put 2 raspberries in there. So there we go. Cheers. You all will notice something about this drink, or I hope you noticed it. When I poured it into the glass, you notice how it was darker? And I mean, honestly, it kind of looked like pee, right? Like it was like the color of pee if you don't drink water. And then when I add the Prosecco to it, it lightened up. It became like beiger and more like, you know, pee if you maybe drink more water. Just saying. Not trying to gross you out, but I just wanted to point out like those differences there. just my 8th grade mind wanted to say that. So here we go. So cheers, put up the cheers emotes, and cheers, y'all. This is our vanilla bourbon fizz. Mm, this is good. Very, very light on a scale from 1 to 5. I will give this a 5. I do think I could add a little bit more vanilla to it. And I think I am. I'm just going to go ahead and splash that in there. And let me see what difference it makes. I like it. I like that. Now, I am going to tell you this, that if you put too much vanilla in it, you will probably get some bitterness, because vanilla can be bitter if it's overdone. So I know why they're saying do it to taste, because some people don't mind that. Some people want a little less of that. It just all depends. Now, I like it because I like kind of that bitter kick. But I would say be careful when you're adding it. I would go with less and then add. Okay, because think about it this way. Once you pour it all in there and mix it up, it's a done deal, right? You can't fix it, but you can always add more. Another note, why people hold the stem of their tulip glass is because when you hold your glass here, your hand is warming your drink. So that's why people hold it by the stem. That is the proper way to hold it. Plus, you don't want your drink to get warm. Okay, but hold your glass however the hell you feel like it. But just telling you. Right, you don't want to overheat your liquor. So that is the vanilla bourbon fizz. If you all are interested in these recipes, I'm going to put that over to the side. They are going through Stream Elements. I do that every week so that you all know where to go to get the recipes. All of these recipes came from the same source. Miss Red says she heard holding 2 lips properly. You want to hold your lips properly no matter what you're doing. If you're talking or whatever you're doing. Lockdown. Why else do they say hold the stem? Tell us, Lockdown. Mr. I'm too young for all of this. Tell us, Lockdown. Why else do they tell us to hold the stem? Are there other reasons? Where my glow in the dark cup? Shoot, I shall not be in the dark. Yet I'm burning in the flames of hell. Yet again, every show. Lockdown, come back. Don't run away. Come back. Tell us, Lockdown, tell us why else? Why else they hold the stem? The people wants to know. And the sugared rim wins again. So out of the 3 cocktails I made, I'm going to be honest with you all. So I made the vanilla bourbon fizz. All right. I made the winter bourbon punch. This is the winter bourbon punch. Let me get them in right order. And I'm getting the right names. And then I made the Bourbon and Honey French 75. Okay. So these are the 3 cocktails that I made. Got them all lined up there in my fancy glass, Then I got like my ghetto dollar No Mo Stow, cup glass. And then I have my Bourbon and Honey French, and I put this in a highball. And I could have put it in, a low ball. Yeah, that's what they call it. Go ahead. Go ahead, y'all. High ball, low ball. What we got? Do we have high balls? Do you have high balls? Do you have low balls? Anyway, lockdown. Did you explain it? Did you tell why we hold it by the stem? I didn't see that. If you did, I need you to repeat yourself, please, sir. I need you to speak up for the class to hear us because we're all in 8th grade. We need you to share with the class. So yeah, or no balls, or you have no balls, or one ball. Do you just have one? Anyway, do they hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? You're Rick and Mommy. I love y'all so much. Uniball. Oh, shit. Do y'all know some? Is that a thing? Can a person have a uniball where it's just all conjoined and it's just one ball? I've not experienced that. Interesting. Ebony said, what is happening? That's usually my line, Eb. What is happening? We're in here drinking whiskey. No, your Rick and Mommy says she knows somebody with one. I actually knew a person that had one also. The balls didn't drop. We're not going anywhere, damn it. We're going to look at our glow-in-the-dark cup. We're going to drink. We're going to talk about one ball, the uniball. No balls. We're going to talk about all of that shit. That's what we doing. So Lockdown says, no, the sausage is swinging, I'm thinking. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. The sausage ain't got nothing to do with the balls, right? There's two separate entities here that we talking about. We talking about the 2 balls and the sausage. The sausage can be swinging and working great, and they might only have one ball or the uniball. That's what y'all say. I mean, uniball. This is my confession. Okay. Anyway, Lord, I'm gonna need a drink. It's a good thing I got 3 right here. Oh, we was talking about holding it by the stem. Okay, so Lockdown, what we holding by the stem? I'm asking for a friend. I am the friend. What we holding? Or should I ask you what you holding? Or should I not? Y'all see this light game I got going on here? So this is the thing. This is the thing in here. Either we are in our fields or we talking about sex. Or we're sexy in our fields or both. I mean, we do all of that shit. That's right. See, Cruz said it. It's Christmas. Jingle balls. I mean, bells. Yeah, that. That is what we doing here. Lockdown, that is what we doing here. Welcome to the 8th grade class, because that is what we do. We are the people that say, he said doo-doo. That's us. That's what we say. That is totally what we say. So yeah, we're playing ball games. So anyway, I give this a 5. I give this one a 4 because I feel like it needs less bourbon. This is the Bourbon Punch. And then this French 75, I'm just going to drink this shit because this is good. This is my favorite. This is the one I like. I actually liked it without the Prosecco, but I like it with the Prosecco. So just saying, either way, the Prosecco made it a little bit lighter, more like a spritz. So anywho, I recommend all 3 of these drinks. It's in Stream Elements. They're found at dinewithdrinks.com. I cannot remember that for the life of me. That's where you can find all the recipes. Recommend all of them. 5, 4, 5. This one could be a 5 with slight modifications. So, yeah. So anyway, yes, the French 75. It goes perfectly with this conversation. I totally agree. So yes, don't forget to hold your stem by the stem. Anyway, we'll leave that alone. So let me talk to you all about what I got coming up, because I do have some stuff coming up in January, believe it or not. So that's not the right paper though. Okay. This is though. So coming up next Thursday, I will not have a show. I am taking the day off, and Locke will be taking the day off as well. He's probably tired to death of flicking the lights off and on me. Maybe not. But he will take a break from that next Thursday, as I will be on break. Hey, Beardy Baritone, how you doing? As I will be on break next Thursday, and I hope that all of you all have a wonderful new year, that you celebrate, that you are intentional with your celebration, you're intentional with the things that you bring into the new year, and that you really give it some thought about how you're spending your time, who you're spending your time with. And I want to say this because this is something that's kind of been a theme for me lately, and it's kind of been on my mind. You know, a lot of times the people that are closest to us, the people that are like our ride or dies, we have the tendency to take those people for granted because they're always there. And I want to say thank you to my ride or dies. They know who they are. 3 of them are in this chat amongst some others. And I'm not going to name names, but I want to say thank you, and that I don't take you for granted at all. But the people around you that are there for you, that support you silently often, that are there when you need them, but not always in the forefront, I want you to think about those people. And I want you to tell those people thank you. And understand that they're there because they love you and they care about you. And they want to be there for you. But understand that they have choices. Okay? Keep that in mind, that people always have choices on where they can direct their energy and where they can go. So I want to say that please be mindful of it and understand that those people need recognition. They need thank yous. They need a pat on the back and a hug sometimes, just to say, you know what? I love you. I care about you and I appreciate you. And please understand that you are not unseen. I see you. So that's something that I definitely want to convey to you all for moving into the new year. That it means something. And it means something when you say that to those people. But no show next Thursday, but my first guest on January 11th will be Crazy Berry Town. And I am super excited. We're going to be in here talking about some charcuterie boards. We're going to be talking about wine. She does a Zumba stream. I mean, it's fantastic. She does all type of stuff. She does day drinking. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I am really excited to have her as a guest. Crazy Berry Town extended her home to London Michelle and I, and we got a chance to go over to her house, hang out with Captain Boots, hang out with her cousins, and have charcuterie and drink wine, and it was great. We had a wonderful time. And she's going to come and share some things on the stream. So that's going to be great. I'm really, really excited about that. Yep. Clean coochie boards. We're going to have that. Shark coochie, all of the coochie. We're going to have that. And yeah, we're going to be eating it. And yeah, I said that. So, I knew it. I was waiting for him to just turn off the lights on me. So yeah, yes, lockdown. I said shark coochie. That is what I said. I was waiting on the lights to dim on the shark and the coochie. So, but she's gonna come on. We're gonna talk about wine. We're gonna be talking about all types of great things, and I'm really, really excited to have her. And she'll be talking about her Zumba stream. And now I am burning in the pits of hell, and I probably have to break out my Mafaloo for the King fan, because it's getting hot in here. So, yeah. Whew. And I did have a hot flash for real, because y'all know that nobody fans like Marfa Lufa the King. I said Marfa Lufa because when I was little, I used to call him Marfa Lufa the King, because that's what I thought people were saying. And my mother was like, why are you saying that, Lisa? I was like, who is this woman? Who is this woman, Martha Luther the King? My mother was like, his name is Martin. It is Martin Luther the King. I was like, well, then The adults need to say it right. I mean, they're confusing me. I was confused, it did. Okay, but anyway, CBT is coming on January the 11th. And then there is going to be a very special show with Club Fro, London Michelle, and myself. We are going to do a show with Club Fro where we're going to try a whole bunch of different stuff. If you all don't know, London Michelle and I, as well as Holly B. Stiller's gal, we are Fro's mods. And when I tell y'all we have a good ass time, Fro is a whole thing. He a whole thing on the stream. But behind the scenes, we have so much fun laughing, talking, threatening him with various belts and things for things that he has done wrong. It's something. Cause like Fro is like, seriously, it's like, I don't know, trying to herd some bees together or some shit like that. I don't know what it is. Cats or something. But anyway, we're going to have a good time with that. Then also, at some point very soon, waiting for some confirmation on this, we are going to do another Mixed Drinks, Mixed Emotions. And since London Michelle is here in the Atlanta area, she's going to be live with me in the studio. So 2 times she's going to be live with me in the studio. So I'm super excited about that. And we're going to bring some other guests in. And Mixed Drinks, Mixed Emotions, if you guys don't know about that, that's when we talk about topics that you may have mixed feelings on. Like you kind of think you're definitive on these things, but then you've realized maybe not so much. So it's like we're having mixed drinks, but then we're going to have some mixed emotions that we're talking about. So that'll be really, really fun. And I'm super excited about it. I'm super excited to have, London in studio with me. You all know I love guests. Of course, I will have the fabulous DJ Fudge, my lean partner. He gonna be back in here, and by popular demand, the broad bow expert, DJ Malik Stone. He gonna come back at some point also. I have DJ I Know LV on the roster, so I have a lot of exciting things planned for 2024, and I hope that y'all will rock with me, roll with me, drink with me. I'm really, really excited about it. So yes, I'm really, really excited. And, yeah, all of that is coming up. So, before we leave, I want to go over my list because, some of y'all came in later. And this is all the stuff I'm not going to stop doing. This is my list. I will not stop eating French fries. I will not stop being an 8th grader, never growing up like Peter Pan. I will stick to guidelines, not rules. I will not stop saying no with no explanation. And then number 5, which Miss Riz gave me, I will not stop drinking good whiskey. And number 6 would be, I will not stop doing this show and hanging out with y'all because I absolutely love it. Y'all are so fun. And I appreciate you being here. I know it's a lot of places you could be on Twitch, but you come in here and hang out with me, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Every Thursday, 7 p.m., I will be here until Locke just turns off the lights on me permanently and kicks me the hell out. I'll be here. Or if Locke has to, run off someplace and do something exciting and says we ain't having no show. So yes. So I'm super excited. So somebody tell me what time it is because I have no clue. Locke, please tell me what time it is. Okay, cool. Okay, so I really, really want to raid into Fudge. Now, Rebomb is going on. Okay, Rebomb is going on. Thank you, Cruz. I appreciate you. Rebomb is going on. And I mean, let me just say this for the record. Rebomb is one of my favorite raid trains because it's very unique. And you all know I like different things. I like unique things. And that is curated by I Know DJ LV. So I do encourage you, tab them up. Please, please support. A lot of great DJs on that. But I think Fudge is going to come up, and I really want to raid into Fudge tonight. It is his last stream, of course, for 2023. like a lot of people, is their last stream. But also, I want to tell you all, please come back on Monday at noon to Lock and Key Media. Please give him a shout out because he is going to be on a very special raid train. He's going to be on Boom Bap Mondays, y'all. And I'm just gonna say this, okay? Because and I know he's probably back there like ready to kick me or something or turn off the lights on me. I knew it. I knew it was happening. But y'all know that I'm here at Lock and Key Studios here in Atlanta, and this is a dope spot to stream from. And he is wonderful as an executive producer, but he is a dope ass DJ, y'all. Y'all need to check him out. If you're not following him, you need to check him out because this dude, he bringing it. He bringing it. So y'all need to check him out and please support him, okay? And this is the thing. We got to support each other. There's enough in this world for everybody. There's enough right here on Twitch for everybody. Everybody has their sweet spot and their special thing that they do. I come in here and talk to y'all about whiskey and liquor, talk shit to y'all, talk about all this stuff that's on the whiteboard of my mind. 8th grade antics, we do all of that. But there are dope DJs, there are content creators. Uncle Diddy was in here earlier. Y'all got to tune in to him in the mornings, 10 a.m. I mean, that dude is funny. He's playing games. He's got characters. So many dope people. DJ Vansdale, Ebony ATL, who does a fantastic 80s set. She does the Yacht Life raid train. So many things. She was on the Country Christmas. She and DJ Vansdale. So many people. And if I didn't name you, Miss Riz does the Tap Tap Tuesdays. So many people here that are talented, that have something to offer and something different to offer. I cannot tell you enough to follow them. Kim Blue comes on in the mornings and she is talking to us about real issues that have to do with HR and how you conduct yourself. I mean, it's phenomenal. I'm just overwhelmed and impressed with how all of us have different gifts and the things that we have to offer and bring to Twitch. So please tap in. And I'm going to say this. I know it is very, very difficult to tap into everybody because it's a challenge for me. And I mod as well. I do this stream and I'm a listener and I try to support people. But support as many people as you can, even if you can just tab them up and give them the viewer count and kind of go in there and say, hey, it's appreciated. It matters. And again, don't take it for granted. I never do. I never take you all's presence for granted. So when people come in your stream, show appreciation for that because they can be a lot of different places. Okay. A whole lot. And they can just be outside doing shit. All right. So the fact that they're there for you, appreciate your mods. I love my mods. Thank you, Cruz. Thank you, London Michelle. Thank you, K-Lock. I appreciate you all very much because this would be so much harder without you. And as a mod, I know it's not always an easy job to deal with all these crazy MFs that be here on Twitch acting stupid. And in 2024, all you crazy MFs that's on here acting stupid, stop it. Stop it. That's my PSA. Okay. But anyway, yes, I said Monday, no work Monday. Yes, you will be supporting Lock and Key. Thank you, New Eureka Mommy. Hey, Purplelicious, how you doing? Mighty Mouse, you are not a crazy MF. Not at all. But anyway, and the crazy people, they ain't in here. Of course not. They ain't in here. They someplace else being crazy in somebody's stream, throwing up a bunch of damn random emotes and shit and trying to holler at the DJ. Anyway, always, I want to say to you all, thank you. I love you from here until the end of time. Go into the new year thinking about what you want to do that's different, but go into the new year also thinking about the stuff that you did this year that was great, that was awesome, and that you want to maintain, that you want to keep. And there are things about you that make you you. Remember that. And you don't have to change everything. You don't have to conform. You don't have to get into the group think. Just be you. Everybody else is taken. So might as well just be you. So yeah, that's what I want to say to you all. Is Fudge up? Can somebody tell me if Fudge is up? Otherwise, we just gonna sit here and shoot the shit until he comes up. And I'm just gonna drink and talk to y'all, and then y'all can just drink and talk to me and talk about how you gonna make some drinks and all of that stuff. Okay, so not yet. Oh, yes, he is up. Okay, not yet. Okay, cruise mods for him. And can I say this too? Shout out to all of the mods that mod for various people. I mean, y'all are phenomenal. Okay, can I just say that? Because to mod for numerous streamers, DJs is something, and it's often a very challenging juggling job. Mods are often very much underappreciated. So if you feel underappreciated, I'm here to tell you, as a fellow mod, I recognize you, I see you, and I say thank you. Y'all are doing a hell of a job with all these crazy MFs that are on Twitch. But it's a lot of great people here on Twitch too. So Psalmist said it ain't for the weak. I know. This man said it's harder than juggling the uniballs. Whoo, you ain't never lie. And I had never experienced a uniball. I'm gonna tell you, I don't know about that. The one ball, yes, but not the uniball. You gotta educate me. Y'all gotta tell me about that. So is it really just all one big ball? Is that what we're saying? Because uni means like one, right? That is what we're saying here. Hey, DJ Tank, how you doing? Also, I want to say this before we get out of here. Okay, this is my confession. I normally do not like gifts because usually people don't get it right. Okay? Just saying. I'm fortunate. I have everything that I need, and I have a lot of things that I want. And I'm able to get a lot of the things that I want. But I received some exceptional gifts this year. Exceptional gifts this year. So many people are in the chat. Some of them aren't. But I want to give a special shout out to a very, very special couple, Uncle Diddy and Aunt Diddy. They gave me a very special gift. Thank you all. I appreciate you, and I appreciate your thoughtfulness, and I love it. Absolutely. I want to give a special shout out to Mr. Bolton. Mr. Bolton, you might be here, you might not be here, but if you're not, I want to give you a special shout out and say thank you. And again, I love a thoughtful gift because that shows that you're paying attention to me. You know who I am and what I like. So I appreciate that very much. And I also want to give a special shout out to London Michelle, who is in the process of creating a special gift for me. And I'm super excited about it. I can't wait to see it because it's a handmade item and I cannot wait. And I already know I'm going to love it. I already know. So, yeah. So I think we're ready. I think we're ready to get out of here. Revelation said 2 balls united as one. And on that note, Fudge is up and we are going to get out of here. And again, I thank you all. Not here next Thursday, but I will be back on the 11th with Crazy Berry Town. I love y'all so much. And I say, Happy New Year. Happy Merry New Year. Happy Merry New Year. And we're going to get out of here. So, yeah. Okay. So, Tank, cheers. I am drinking all over again. But we're going to get out of here and go see Fudge. Please hang out with DJ Fudge. Y'all know that's my lean partner. So please go over there. Let's do it. Let's get out of here. And I will see y'all on Thursday, the 11th, January 11th. See you soon. Happy New Year. We out of here. This is good. Should I sing or not?
You remind me of my favorite bourbon. Take a sip of you, baby, I'm swerving from left to right. Left to right. You remind me of my favorite bourbon. Take 2 more shots, you know I'm swerving from left to right. All night. Would you call me old-fashioned if I kiss you in the rain in Manhattan? Oh, I can't wait until my lips are on yours. I can't help the way that I'm feeling. The way you look tonight is so appealing. Hold up, I need to pace myself. You're the bullet to my heart, I swear. I swear. Only took one shot. Only took one shot. The only thing I'll promise is I'll give you all I've got. Oh, you remind me of my favorite bourbon. Take a sip of you, baby, I'm swerving from left to right. Left to right. Ah, you remind me of my favorite bourbon. Take two more shots, you know I'm swerving from left